Hi, this is Joe Virey with U.S. Tax Advisors Group, Incorporated. We have many clients who own investment real estate, both commercial buildings as well as residential types of properties. Many of them are value add, meaning that they will go and they'll buy a property that needs improvements, and they'll make these improvements as part of their value add proposition. So when you do value add, you are effectively, in most cases, increasing the energy efficiency of that building. So the topic of today's video is to talk about the energy savings. There are two types of energy savings. One is the 179D, and this is for commercial buildings, and the 45L, which is for residential buildings 4 stories and less. So that's going to include multifamily, of course, and single family homes. So what the IRS is looking for is they're looking for a certain increase in the energy savings of the building. And what does this look like? What types of work should be done on the building to perhaps qualify for this tax credit? One is going to be the envelope of the building, meaning the doors, the insulation, the roofs. 2 could be the lighting of the building, energy efficient lighting. And then 3 would be items like the HVAC unit, the heating and air conditioning unit of the building. Now, I will tell you that in today's day and age, if you do any types of improvements to the buildings, when you go to your suppliers, most of the time, the county ordinances require that everything you put in buildings, all of these, components, whether it be insulation or lighting or HVAC or appliances, for example, like water heaters, they have to be energy compliant anyway. So if you've done any work to your building, then you may qualify for an energy tax credit of the 45L. Now, a tax credit is powerful. It's not like a deduction or an exemption. A tax credit that you get for 45L is $2,000 per door if it's a multifamily, or $2,000 per individual single family home. And so $2,000 tax credit means that if you owe the IRS $50,000 and you have a $2,000 tax credit, you now owe the IRS $48,000, not $50,000. So if you have a multifamily and you have 100 doors and you multiply by 2,000, you're going to have a $200,000 tax credit. And that means you're going to be able to take the $2,000 off your income tax. And if you don't need all of the tax credit in the year that you do the study, it'll carry forward as a net operating loss. So these are pretty powerful, a pretty powerful situation. And I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of property owners who are value add property owners that are not taking advantage of this. Now, one of the reasons there is a little bit of difficulty, because you do need an engineer to testify, to certify, to bring the proper equipment in, and to actually certify that you're getting these 50% energy efficiencies in the building. And because of that reason, the equipment needed is not the type of equipment that you can put on an airplane. So it has to be taken to the unit itself. So therefore, if you have one single family home in an area, let's say that it's in Phoenix, it may not be worthwhile to do the energy study for one single family home. But if you own maybe 10, 15, 20 or more, then obviously we can have the efficiencies necessary to make it worthwhile. The other idea is, if you belong to a mastermind group or a cooperative of other real estate owners, you combine your properties, and so I can send the engineer out to your region and still make it work. So I definitely would consider the energy tax credits if you have a commercial building or a multifamily building over 5 stories. You also qualify for the 179D. And again, this is pretty much an exemption or tax. It's not a credit. but a tax deduction, but it's pretty powerful and can end up saving the owner of the building a lot of money in income taxes. So therefore, get a hold of a U.S. Tax Advisors Group, USTAGI.com, www.ustagi.com, and we'll be happy to arrange a conference call at no cost to go over and see if you can qualify for this benefit. You have a good day.